All right, today's first topic.
Your boy.
Should I say our boy?
Yeah, ain't not shit. That's my son.
World Star.
That's my mother. Say you don't got no business. Hey, barbershop. I told you that. I told you that.
Fight back.
I told you that. I told you that. I told you that shit. It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this mama real quick and we go ahead and get to the bottom of it.
All right, you go ahead and you do that. And she better say the right shit, because if she don't, I'm about to get you swinging in this. On God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you, man.
Yo. Hey, that's not answering.
All right.
What? What happened?
You can't talk. You ain't got kids. In front of the kids, though, the kid is right there. The kid is right there. And he's taking the kid to have a haircut. Then again, I understand the sentiment about your kid and then having someone else. It's like he's depriving you of your manhood, your parent, or whatever. You screaming like that in front of the kid, whew, take it up with the mother. I know I could feel some type of way about someone taking care of your child and stuff like that. But unfortunately, this is what happens on my side. When you're no longer with your baby mom and she has a stepdad, the stepdad is part of the life of the kid. To what extent? I don't know. But if you want the conversation, you have to have the conversation with the mother. There's some things that's gonna happen on the watch. The mother is gonna be with the stepdad and the child is gonna be there. Child is gonna interact with the stepdad. Unfortunately, that's the reality of this thing. With the relationship that you have now, the stepdad is there. The stepdad now has an interaction with your kid. Doing all this rah-rah stuff in front of the kid, I don't think it's it. I really don't think it's it. Take it up with the mother.
The phone, huh? Hey, it's probably what I thought ass. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you, man.
Yo. Hey, it's not answering the phone, huh? Hey, it's probably what I thought ass.
Hey, bro.
Man,
Like I told you,
Hey, watch
hey,
your
get him out your phone.
That's not your motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. You want to be watching what's so motherfucking bad.
Okay. He's also referring to the mother as a thought in front of the kid and saying all kinds of stuff. Okay, let's keep watching.
This want to be Russell Wilson so bad. Well, you don't even got to see her.
hey, bro, you going too damn. Hey, bro.
I need all these little fights.
Hey, she said I answered the phone, huh?
Hey, bro, all right. I'm really showing you. You're going too damn much.
Yeah, all right. Oh, out here. Hey,
like I said, watch your mouth for the time.
ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha.
Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, can you up in here trying to take Sean with him?
Let me get a little closer.
What? You ain't taking her nowhere until you take your time.
You heard the cameraman? He said, let me get a little closer so I can hear what she said on the phone. This cameraman's been, hey, let me get the inside scoop.
Sure.
Hey, what's happening over here? I feel like an assault is about to happen. Let me get this shit in 4K.
That's...
Even when the video started, he went, what? He went, World Star.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Cameraman's also shit. I ain't mad at it, though. When you at the barbershop, you're hearing so many good stories. You get to watch one unfold live in the flesh.
That's a fact.
And you know black barbershops are built a little bit different because they're about to watch a dude swing and everybody cutting hair like nothing's happening.
No. They're going to hear bop, and then you're going to hear woo!
Somebody get the broom.
What? Child support, that little bitty ass shit. I can pay that shit right now on God.
Do it then.
Fine, slap the shit out your ass.
Do it.
Hey, take that outside, man.
After all this, it's now that you wanted to take it outside?
Crazy.
That after all this time?
So
how long's it been?
So she accuses him of not paying child support, and he admits to it. He says, that shit, I could pay that whenever. Okay, interesting.
Really let this disrespect me in front of my mother son? With your thought ass?
Nah, man.
You let this man disrespect me in front of our son while you disrespect
her in front of your fucking son. Nah, B. This ain't.
I say parents can feel however they want about each other. I've seen parents split apart, and they have very strong. When you do it in front of your kids, that's when I look at you different. I don't know what the mom is doing behind closed doors, so I can't speak on her. But I do have you in 4K saying that shit in front of your son, acting aggressive and looking like you about to beat some other man or his stepfather, right, in front of other people in public, all aggressively with zero control. Yeah, I'm gonna look at you a little bit different. I don't know the circumstances of the relationship dynamic or what kind of stress they've gone through, but there should never be a time where this kind of behavior is normalized or acceptable.
In front of a kid, no.
In front of a kid or not in front of a kid.
Fair.
You should never be going up to the stepdad talking about, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, for what? Unless he put your hands on your kid, what reason do you have?
No.
You already talking about your ex like she had thought. He took off your hands. You should be glad.
Oh, man.
Okay, so what I heard from her was like, I've been telling you for the last 2 years, and you ain't stepped up. Well, when he showed up, he stepped up. So, again, this is her words, but I'm just translating.
He ain't saying no. 1. 2, he's saying he's not paying child support. So, this is her words? Nah. This is his actions right there. Yeah. He's not saying no, and he's calling all his...
I'll say this.
Jeez,
the fact that this is happening at a barbershop is also not lost on me. Because I have to imagine that kid's probably been there for a long time, meaning going to the same barbershop. And having a different man bring you to that barbershop is probably a big stain on the father's life and his reputation, or the way he sees it, you know? It probably angers him because, you know, taking your son to the barbershop is probably something a lot of fathers like in terms of what kind of haircut they get, how they going to come out looking. And another man taking your place, it could probably sting a little bit. But judging by his reaction, how angry he got, how he couldn't control himself, by the fact that he's not paying his child support, a part of me believes like this is probably just a more ego than it is actually care for the child. This is more about how he feels and what's good for his kid. And my experience, when I see parents be more concerned with that, in my experience, it reflects poorly in their parenting overall. If you cared about that child, there's no way you would ever justify that kind of behavior. In what good way is it good to make a fool of yourself and your kid at the barbershop? What good is it for your kid to see you yelling at his stepfather, creating this animosity? Now you're in the psyche of a child, you're making them maybe choose sides or feel a great amount of discomfort. The dad that I love is butting head with the man who I see on the very regular when I go to my mom's. Like, it's a very big complex for the child growing up to see that thing in front of them. So to me, I hate to be against, but it seems like in the balance of probabilities, without knowing all the context of their situation, it just looks really bad for the father. Yeah.
Hey, call that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my motherfucking son, man. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't get my son no more. I'm gonna slap the shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Come on, like shit, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Man, you gonna let him take him like that? Come on, Russell. Was you letting him take?
Hey, man, it's his son. It's his son. Man. I ain't trying to fight.
That's the most responsible thing I've heard this whole time. That's the most. Shut up. The cameraman's a piece of shit.
Yo.
Oh, you gonna let him take his son?
Yeah, he's spicing shit up.
Yeah, you gonna let him take his son like that? Hey, yo, shut up, cameraman.
You gonna let him talk to you like
your
that?
bitch ass trying to start in front of you because you want to catch it on camera. Shut your ass up. Now, that was the most mature thing I've heard this whole time. There's 10 seconds. I'll just play just in case.
Yeah, he took it.
All right.
And then after that, the thing is, the mom can take that video and just go to court and be like,
he took him outside.
I want full custody. This is why.
Yup.
You see why? He toxic and he does that in front of everybody. You see all the name he called me? In front of the kid. That's what he's doing. I want full custody with your stupid ass. And now you're not going to have access to your son.
Vast majority of the time when it comes to parental rights, if you have your shit together, your finances together, and you're not being incredibly crazy, you're going to have partial custody. It's very hard for a mom to just take all full custody unless you got some checkered stuff or something's being manufactured. So when I see stuff like this, I'm like, fellas, you're not helping yourself with custody of your kids when you acting like this. And to be honest with you, it's a big red flag.
It is.
You look like you cannot control yourself, and you look like you got some serious anger issues. So I can be sympathetic to the fact that fathers want to be involved in their kids' life, and sometimes they got a mother who doesn't want to make that happen. But also a lot of time, y'all not helping yourselves. You guys are not helping yourselves. So this is, I think, one of those situations. I thankfully know a lot of dudes who are in their kids' lives and they do have a shared custody situation that's pretty decent. So I'm always happy for them. But, you know, I look at situations like these and I'm like, damn, that kind of anger is crazy. I'd be curious to know more of like why he's there. But it's just, I don't think you can give me real circumstances that explain it. Yeah, I think it's bad for the kid to be witnessing that kind of stuff, obviously, in his head. And I think, yeah, you set the really wrong example for your child in every way possible. Thoughts?
Aren't you tired
Of
bashing black men?
Sure.
Shout out to the stepfather. He did everything that he could, and if he could be a positive a positive light in the life of this kid, then great.
Nice.
The kids see something like that, when they see disruption like that, and things being like, it's not his first rodeo. He's seasoned. That kid knows. He's seen that before. He's not. That's what it tells me. The kid is like, yo, let me get this haircut real quick. My face need to look good for kindergarten. All right.
Yeah.
He's not phased.
Yeah.
That's one red flag that I see. A lot of kids, when I see like disruption and stuff like that, or people yelling around them, they start to cry.
Yeah.
They start to.
No, he's used to it.
He's used to it. What does the comments have to say?
Someone wrote later him. Man, I wonder why my baby mama in the court won't let me see my son. Bro, the courts are just against fathers, man. I think I have to relate it to ego. That's the only thing I can say justifies his behavior or explains it away. It has to just be ego. And yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of men have played themselves because of their ego, so I think there's no different. That's my final take. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, it looks like the other man in life, the one who didn't get violent, even though the guy deserved getting punched in the face a bunch of times, because like he was getting so close. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have been mad if the dude pulled out his gap and said, yo, step the fuck away. But obviously I would never want that in front of the kid. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a hard time seeing myself let another man get that close to me for that long, threatening gonna punch me when they were like inches from my face. So think about that. If any one of them is strapped, I wouldn't have been surprised if that gets used in that situation. But you notice the guy in the blue never went in a threatening gesture.
Because he knows what's going to trigger him. He's just waiting for you to give him a reason to swing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's just stepping back. He's not even looking at him. He's looking sideways because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It ain't even about being yacked to show that you're the bigger man. In this situation, it's not worth it. What I'm gonna catch a black eye for a kid? It's not. If I push him like that, he's gonna take it as a threat. He's gonna punch me.
You can't let him get that close though.
I understand what you're saying, and
because right now we're having the hindsight of things ending up well. But had he been decked in the face and laid out, had he been stabbed, had he been whatever, well, you know what he would have said? Why did you let him stand in you within inches of your face talking about he gonna punch you? Most people are gonna say you should have protected yourself.
And I can understand that. I don't think it's his first encounter with the dude. So he knows how he is. So maybe he thinks, I'm not gonna diffuse it. There's a lot of layers that we don't know and stuff like that. You are right though that people are gonna think that why not? If it was me, I would have. I don't even know how I would have acted in that situation because it is very close. It is very threatening.
Bro,
it's
he's back inside and forth of his clothes.
It's talking loud in the ear. It's a lot.
And he's texting up.
Yes,
that is every indication about this swing.
You are absolutely right.
Right.
You're right.
My suspicion is I don't think you want to do that in front of the child.
No, it's a lie. Because
I don't want to be in front of the kids and I just knock out his dad. Like that's a tough thing. But it's just also I don't think it's the right choice. I'm just saying.
Even that. Imagine there's a scuffle. Then we knock out the kid. Then the kid's traumatized. We could get. It's like now I put myself in the kid in the situation. So I totally understand what you're doing and what you're saying. You're right. You're right. Crazy. Everything he did was an aggression,
bro.
The walking fast, the talking loud, the gearing up. You know when you're like this, nah, B.
I'm okay with this losing his ability to see his kid a little bit. Like I think that's maybe warranted in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
If the stepfather punches him, that's self-defense. That's the easiest case for self-defense. And you have to think, like, in what situation is it okay for a father to quasi-almost assault somebody in front of a child? Like, yeah, if I was a court bailiff or I was running anything and I looking at this, I'm like, anger management got to be done before you're able to see your kid again. You gotta find some kind of remedy between the situation because this is not a situation that's tenable long term. It cannot be that you guys are having these kind of altercations. But I don't want to deprive a child of their father either. So I don't know. It's one of those situations where I just think it looks bad. That's right.
I can easily see the stepdad being like,
Your Honor, I felt threatened.
No, this is gonna look at this and be like, yeah, I'm looking at it and I feel threatened. I'm not even in